Yo! Hola, humans. How's it going? I'm Tradell Lambert. Welcome to my Crazy Creation Show. This is episode 1, and today we're doing a character design. But before we get into it, let me tell you the premise of the show. Basically, in the Crazy Creation Show, I'm going to be coming up with visuals to short stories I make. So, for example, this is a character design. I'm going to be doing a character design of the main character, Solar Smith. But I might do a book cover, or keyframes, or maybe even storyboards. So, let's see what it is. Week per week, but today we're doing a character design. So, let's get to it, huh? So, with character designs, first thing I like to do are design briefs. This is just to get a feel of what you have to hit while you do your sketches or your composition, not your composition, sorry, your concepts of that character. So, first off, I want this character to be an inner city young adult. So, college age, just out of high school, or maybe mid-college, give or take. Also, a demigod. So, more or less, demigods should look human, but maybe they have something that make them look a little out of this world. For example, you got Hercules, who I imagine is Hulk, just a really strong dude. But you also have Perseus, same father. I imagine him as more normal, so it really just depends. He's gonna be an artist, so it's gonna be a guy. They're gonna be an artist and a fine artist at that. And I feel like there might be a specific look there, and that's different from a commercial artist, is different from a vocal artist, is different from anything else. You know what I mean? Also, their powers are going to be light based, and they're going to be into hip hop / urban fashion. And them being an artist and all, the fashion is just going to be a big part of their identity, I guess. Alright, so let's see the first sketch, huh? So this is sketch number 1, and this is the most basic, in my opinion, out of all the sketches. And that's why you have to do many sketches, to get the most basic ones out of your system. I decided, from being from the inner city, I decided to make the character a black male. And this is kind of like a mix of urban streetwear, and it's something I would wear. Honestly, this character looks like a skinnier version of me. I have that vest. I have a similar haircut, even though my hair's not. I need to get a haircut. The bag is something you'll see reoccurring in these designs because it's an artist. I'm an artist. I like to carry around a sketchbook. I don't really carry around a bag, but I will have a sketchbook and a pencil or a pen or something with me. So I think that is important to the artist aspect. Again, I give him something I would wear. And that's why you do a bunch of designs, so you get out all the things that are in your head first. Now, this look is a little more athletic. I was going like maybe they might be on like a basketball team or a football team, as well as being an artist. It's a little more comfy. You have the sweatpants and the hoodie and the jacket over the hoodie, and the fade to make him look a little sporty. This one definitely looks cooler than the last one. He looks cooler than all of them, which I don't think I love for this particular character. But definitely individual elements of this I really like the jacket and the sweatpants, because I'm in love with leather jackets, and I'm a sweatpants type of dude personally. And I have sweatpants that are kind of designed like this, and the texture of the fabric, great. So, I don't know. That's something I think about when I do these designs. But he doesn't look like an artist at all. So, he's got the bag, but he doesn't really look like an artist to me. And I know artists can look any way, but that typical like artsy person, I don't think he has that vibe. Now this, I think I went a little too far on this. Um, he's definitely got a vibe, but it's a little too much in my opinion. I think this version of the person is going too far to be artsy, in my opinion. Especially with the capris and the slides. I think it's a little too much. But I love the glasses. The glasses are dope as hell, and the glasses add a little bit of mystery and potentially power. Because hide the eyes. What do his eyes look like? You know, he is a demigod. Um, and just like the last one, I like elements of it, but I don't like the whole thing. Personally, I do like the two bags, like the fanny pack and the bag across his chest, and possibly a bag being also on the back. It is just like too many bags, too many pouches. I'm a big fan of 90s superhero designs, so when they have like just unnecessary things, I kind of like that. I think it's hilarious personally. And this little glove thing is gonna make a comeback. The 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 digital artist glove, and yeah, just why I don't know. This is this whole design is a vibe and a half, but not the right vibe in my opinion. Now this guy I like, but I think it might be too much in the other way. It's cool, but I don't think it fits with this particular story. Um, I love the sun though. If you look at the other this design, the sun's in this one too. I did that to represent his light power, but I think just because I don't know, it's open, I did it much better in this one and way more noticeable. So I really like that. I really like that part of it. Um, but it's too different from like normal regular fashion. Again, like I think it looks like it's from a different story. It's supposed to be based more or less in this world, so I think it's a little bit too much. But I I absolutely love the headband and the hair as well, and how that is all together. With the headphones, the headband, and the hair, it looks very anime to me, and I enjoy that. And these two parallel lines, the line with that vest and the line with the bag going to towards the back, I don't know. There's something about that. I like the different lines intersecting different ways. I think that looks cool. And armbands are always cool to me. I don't know why. I have a thing for headbands and armbands for some reason. Now this is the last design. Um, I like it because it's very vintage. I went to an art school, and a lot of the people there went thrift shopping, and I personally never understood thrift shopping, but they'd always have like these older looking clothes, and I kind of I kind of like that looks. It makes them look very artsy, in my opinion. And he kind of looks like Amigos, the way his hair is, and just like his overall vibe. He looks like a 2022 artist, and or an artist from 2022. So I like it, or maybe an artist from like late 2010s. I don't know, within that vibe. So I really like that. The sun is back, which I think is cool. It's a fixture in the designs to represent his power, and I think that is important. And the rips, I never got. I don't know why rips are in pants. I never understood it, especially for males. But they're there, and I think it lends to the whole like vintage vibe. Um, Ripped pants and old sweater. Very artsy, very like Kanye West Yeezy style. So I do, as a whole, I like it. and the glasses come back, which I think are an interesting element, you know. Now, these are all the sketches in the lineup. Uh, what's your favorite? Let me know. From 1 to 5, what do you think is the coolest, and what do you like about that design? I would like to hear from you guys. But here's the one I picked in 3, 2, 1. It was the last one. It was the one I was praising the most. I really like the vibe of this guy. And he looks like he might be a general artist, right? Like, not just in fine art, which he could have some struggles in fine art because he looks a certain way, but it also looks like maybe he could rap or do sculpting or whatever, right? So I think that's pretty cool. I really like it. And like I said, the glasses I think are going to be an important element. And I love how baggy the sweater is because he's supposed to be a tall guy, but with the baggy and shredded, like very lean. So because he's a demigod, he has to be strong in one way or another. So the jacket or the hoodie hides all that. So I like that element too, kind of like Clark Kent v Superman, where he's just kind of a little more hunched over and wear baggy clothes that does that so you don't really see his form. I like that idea. He's unassuming demigod, but as a human he is loud because still look at how he's dressed. People are definitely gonna notice him, you know? So I like that. Now, box of scraps, where I love elements, some elements that I didn't use, and I think I have to use them. So I'm making a second costume from the designs I already made. So, and since it's a longer story and he is a demigod, I don't think that his first look, um, I dubbed the home look, should be the only look he has. Um, and I took these elements because I love the glasses being carried over. That vest thing I really like. It intrigues me. It's something I don't think I've seen in a character design that I could think of. And it's almost like monk. You know how monks have the wrap? It's almost like that, but also in like a newer, sleeker form. So I think that's interesting. And those pants, hella comfortable. I had to bring them over. I love the look, and like I said, I have pants like that feel great. I can't pass up that design just because it looks really cool to me. And altogether, I think it's definitely a vibe. I think he will look dope as hell. So, this is his super suit. He's a demigod, so he needs a gift. His parent, his godly parent, is going to give him this outfit as a gift. And I love superheroes, and he on it. This costume honestly looks like, I don't know if anyone here has watched Smallville, but it looks like those Smallville costumes where they took any superhero they had and just gave them like their colors and a hoodie, and like they barely had symbols, or if they had symbols it was kind of worked weirdly into their suit rather than straight up. But it's so nostalgic for me that I thought I definitely had to have that look because it's, I don't know, I think it's just real cool, right? I was either reading comic books or watching things like that, so I definitely had to bring that design back. You know what I mean? Also, glasses. I know I keep on mentioning them. Dope. I love them. I don't know. There's something about those ring glasses and the meaning behind them. I brought back that glove thing I was talking about, and he's an artist, and his powers have to do with artistry. So he needed that glove. I think it's cool, and again, I don't think I've seen it in a character design before, so I was like, hey, especially not a superhero design, so I was like, hey, I think that'd be hella dope. And I think it's very cool in a different way to the other one. I think it's just way more sleek and clean and superhero looking, and the other one is not. So this is a side by side. Kind of tell what I was talking about. How it just looks very different, but also carries over similarly, if that makes any sense. And you literally have the old versus the new, where these are thrift clothes. They were old when he got them, and this is brand new, and it's a transition from his old life to his new life because he gets it when he meets his godly parent and finally figures out who he is or what he is. And I think the symbolism between that is pretty interesting, in my opinion. And I think there can be literal character changes with the two. Well, there is going to be a character change from him being in his old life, going to his new life, and then him being in the realm of the gods. That's definitely got to change someone. It would, I'm sure, it'd change anyone, you know what I mean? Also, so this is the cleaned up line work for the home look. Um, the only difference in this to the sketch is the sun. The sun doesn't have the sun rays anymore. It's just like a spot of light. And then I made sure he had long fingers. Because of his power. He's made to kind of mold light into submission, and he can create different things by doing that. So, fingers are long and strong because of that. Now, this is the colored version of his home look. He's wearing red because he's at the beginning of his journey. And if you think of the color spectrum, red is the slowest, and the further you go, the higher energy you get. So this is him just starting out, and then in other books, I'm gonna change his color. I think that'll be pretty cool, and the change of color, the stronger he'll be, and the more energetic him and his powers will be. Also, red is passion, so red is passion. He's an artist, and red is passion and life. He's an artist. He's very passionate about his work, but also he's angry because the situation he's in is not very comfortable, and that is a theme throughout the story. He's not going to be the happiest because his home life, he feels like something's missing, and once it's filled, he's like, but is there also something wrong here? So that's going to be a theme we have. But underneath that, he's got orange, which means joy and warmth and heat and creativity. He still has all this stuff underneath. He finds his meaning even if he's not in the best situation. So all these colors mean stuff. And this will affect his, like I said before, his attitude, just because of how his life, and his powers because of the whole spectrum thing, and his powers are based in light. So he starts off slower, and then as he goes, he gets stronger and faster in his own realm of power. Now this is the inked version for the super suit. No real changes here. He has the rays now, and I thought that it'd be interesting, the transition between him just being the light and then him emanating light onto the things around him. So there's a little change in his suit there. I thought that could be interesting. The colors still stand, the colors still mean what they mean, but he has a little more yellow, which is a little more joy, a little more happiness, a little more thinking, analytical thinking with his art and his situation as a whole. So I like looking into color things. It's always interesting. It's not necessarily needed in a character design, but I like having things mean more than they do. Even his name, by the way, Solar Smith, and he's able to literally work and create light, like how blacksmiths work and forge metal, you know? Just give it a little insight. Anyways, colors still stand. He has a bag, and then that is meant to show kind of like a little more artistry. Like he's getting more into his craft, and then his craft kind of changes to his power, but it's still an artistic endeavor. So he delves deeper into his artistry. Uh, there's no real reason for the hair change other than I think it looks cool and it works with the suit. That's it. I think both versions of his hair look pretty cool, in my opinion. Um, this is his look is comfy but athletic. So when he first gets it, he's kind of sitting down and just learning how his power works, and then eventually he has to be more proactive in the story, and that's gonna have him running around doing things. So I think this is the perfect costume or outfit for that. Now, his demigod attributes. So as you can see, his eyes are different, and that's what his glasses are hiding. So behind the glasses are his like eyes, where his pupils are kind of like triangles, like prisms, and around it are just the whole color spectrum. And with that, he can see the whole spectrum, which I'm gonna have to look into that, but I think that could lend to a lot more interesting things. But like he can control what he sees in the spectrum, because I know humans can only see so small in the spectrum, so I could imagine seeing all of it would be crazy. Especially if he has a human mind, which I guess he's a demigod, so it'd be a little more than that. Um, Now his glasses are kind of like a safety blanket because he has weird eyes, and people seeing that either think they're contacts or they get shocked and start asking questions and wondering who they are, why that is, and maybe they even get scared, right? So I think him having glasses, no matter what situation he might be in, even if he's just alone, would make him feel way more comfortable. So they're a safety blanket that he takes from one costume to the other. Literally, he's always wearing them just because he feels comfortable and he doesn't want people asking questions. He's someone who wants attention, but not that type of attention. You know what I mean? Um, and I just talked about his visual powers, where you can see the whole spectrum, and maybe that definitely helps him craft light and do different things with the light. And I don't know if you can see it because he does have dark skin, but he does have a tattoo right here. And that's a prism, and it basically just represents his powers. The first thing he was able to do is take regular light and then split it into all different kinds of light, like is it Pink Floyd? I think it's the Pink Floyd cover where it goes into the triangle and then spreads out into a bunch of different things. So he got the prism tattoo because he was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's cool I could do that. I'll get a representation of that. So yeah, I like that. So these are the side by side final designs. They're very close to each other, but different enough to be like different. You know what I mean? It's the same character. It looks like the same character, but different situations. What do you think? Let me know. What costume do you like better? Because I personally will always like the superhero ones a little better, but there's merit to the more mundane original one. So yeah, let me know what you like. All right, so this is my recap slash wrap up. So these are all the images. This is the whole process here. Which one did you like the best? Do you think I made the right decision on what final designs I went with compared to my original sketches? Um, do you think I made the do you think I fulfilled the design brief at the beginning of this? Would you guys want to see speed drawings within this little presentation to show the a fuller process, I guess, me doing it from nothing to something rather than me having just blank images? Um, does he look like the person I explained in the design brief? And oh, what kind of art would you like to see? So I think so for the show I'm going to do it's visuals for a short story. So I'm definitely going to do character designs. I'm going to do book covers for the stories. I'm going to do possibly keyframes, um, just illustrations that go with the stories, and I might do storyboards just because I think that'd be fun, just seeing a whole scene played out. But if there's anything else you guys want to see me do within the realm of making my story, giving visuals to my story, making my story live a little bit more, let me know. Because I'm always interested in feedback, and there could be something I didn't think of that you guys would want to see. So let me know, and also like, subscribe, and check out my stuff on Instagram and other socials at Tradell the Comic God. Um, I I post on Instagram, so you'll see you'll see a lot of stuff there. You'll see the full version of these there, and yeah, that's it. I hope y'all have a beautiful day, and peace out.